The SEC is starting to amend these S1s. So I don't know if the Ethereum ETF gets approved today, next week or the week after. It will get approved at some point in time. But also the trade now is who's next, right?
Exactly. Who is next? Because and I was talking about yesterday. Now it's almost time for truly my ETF, my blended ETF, of which which crypto asset it is. And so who is next, though?
I mean, I think you've got to think about Solana as probably the next one, right? I mean, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana are probably the big three for this cycle. But I'll give you even a stranger, or maybe not stranger, but maybe an unintuitive way to think about it, Robinhood and Coinbase. Because now we have some clarity about what a security is and what isn't. And they'll be able to list a lot more crypto, which means a lot more trading for them. So I think they're the biggest beneficiaries from the change that's gone on.
So, BK, really glad to have you here. Big fan of your work.
Well, fam, as you just saw in that clip, everybody's asking, what is the next crypto to be approved as an ETF? The reason why everybody's asking this is because the Ethereum ETF just got approval, and in a single day, it went from around a $372 billion market cap all the way up to around $455 billion. Over $80 billion in one day into Ethereum just because an ETF approval is coming. That is an insane amount of money. $80 billion. We can look at the other cryptos in the market. That would be BNB doubling itself, Solana doubling itself. Look at what that would do to XRP or Dogecoin or Toncoin or Cardano. Just a massive amount of money. So people are wondering, what is the next crypto to be approved for that ETF status? We obviously know it's not going to be Tether. It's probably not going to be BNB because this is a company. A lot of people are speculating on Solana because there's so many people on Solana. The activity is there. They've been growing so much over this past bull run. There's a lot of hype around Solana. A lot of people think that the Solana ETF is coming next. You have XRP. They've had multiple cases versus the SEC where they've won in court and they've been deemed not a security. Dogecoin's another proof of work crypto, just like Bitcoin. So this crypto could see an ETF status coming very soon. Toncoin probably not because that's Telegram's crypto. And then Cardano. Cardano could potentially get an ETF because it's very, very similar to Ethereum. Cardano actually may be even more decentralized than Ethereum. But let's go ahead and check out what Donnie has to say here. He's talking about the Solana ETF articles that are already being dropped by big exchanges. Why this makes sense for BlackRock and other asset managers. The company is in California and they're fully centralized. They're the most hyped ecosystem of this cycle. That's not even debatable. And they have the Ethereum killer narrative. And it just seems right now everything is going in Solana's favor. And you can see here from Nick, he says, there is strong institutional demand for Sol. After BTC and ETH, Sol investment products have the highest assets under management as per CoinShares. Last week, Sol fund inflows were second only to BTC product flows. So this is actually really interesting. This is from CoinShares here, and it's saying that Solana is the number 2 crypto with the most demand outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So BlackRock may be looking at some of this data saying, hey, which one of these cryptos is going to give us the biggest assets under management? And they could look at this and say that next crypto could be Solana. And then also from Nick, he says, about a month ago, CoinShares ran a survey which showed that after the Bitcoin and Ethereum, investors thought Solana had the most compelling outlook. So most people think that Solana is coming next. But another thing that BlackRock may look at is Grayscale. They have trust for all these cryptos. Which one of these cryptos has the biggest assets under management right now? And you'd be surprised by the numbers here. If you come down here and look, you can see the Grayscale Ethereum Trust has $11 billion. I think that's around half of what the Bitcoin Ethereum Trust had. That was like around $24 billion before it got moved into an ETF. But you can see here some of the biggest holdings. It's not Solana. Solana only has $76 million of assets under management. But if you look at things like Litecoin has 144 million. Come up here, you can see Ethereum Classic has 370 million in assets under management. And you can see the Bitcoin Cash has 162 million. So you can see the numbers are drastically lower than the Bitcoin and Ethereum trusts. But if they're going to be looking at which one could come next, they're definitely going to be looking at Bitcoin Cash, proof of work crypto, Ethereum Classic, another proof of work crypto, Litecoin as well, another proof of work crypto, and Solana. Even though Solana doesn't have as much assets under management as the other three, it's still the most hyped crypto of this cycle. And then making a case for Litecoin here, Litecoin active addresses is just a little bit below Bitcoin. Litecoin has been known to be the silver to Bitcoin's gold and is outpacing Dogecoin and Bitcoin Cash in active addresses. So BlackRock could look at this and say Litecoin has a lot of active addresses, a lot of users on the network. They may want to go in that direction for the next crypto ETF. Along with Charlie Lee, the founder of Litecoin, said he is working on helping Litecoin get into that ETF status. So some good signs there for Litecoin. And then from Bloomberg, they're saying Solana ETFs to see more demand than any other altcoin funds. Solana ETF to see heavy demand. So they're saying, hey, all these other cryptos we're not really worried about. We're not worried about Dogecoin. We're not worried about Cardano. The Solana ETF would do the best outside of Ethereum. And the only thing BlackRock cares about is getting assets under management. They don't care what crypto it is. They don't care about believing in the ecosystem. They don't care about the decentralization. They only care about how much money they can make. So the asset that they believe will get the most assets under management will be the next crypto to get that ETF approval status. But there is one thing that is standing in Solana's way. Last year, the SEC came out and said, hey, Solana is a security because of how centralized it is. The SEC has never called Ethereum a security. They've never called Bitcoin a security, but they have called Solana a security. Does this matter going forward? Even with the passing of the FIT21 bill in Congress that helps crypto assets be regulated in the United States? It may not, but this is something that people are definitely going to think about if Solana does get that ETF status or not. And just another indicator that Solana is doing really good. Phantom Wallet beats PayPal to secure the #2 app in the Google Play Store. So Solana has been just blasting off a lot of users, a lot of use case, a lot of apps being used over there, and people have made a lot of money over the past about a year and a half in Solana. So what do you guys think the next crypto asset will be approved? Do you think it'll be a single asset like Solana, like Cardano, like Dogecoin? Do you think it'll be an asset that's out of the top 10, Bitcoin Cash or Litecoin? Do you think it'll be proof of work or a proof of stake crypto? Or do you think we'll get like a top 10 crypto ETF or a top 20 crypto ETF where they're all just bundled together? It's going to be really interesting to see how all this plays out. And I'm excited for it, guys. I mean, this is going to be coming probably over the next year to year and a half that we're going to get another ETF. And whatever crypto gets approved will do very, very well. But let me know what you think that next crypto will be in the comment section below. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. My name is Aaron from the Bitcoin Bros. I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.